right?
I only got one job. Years of auditioning. I got one sitcom job. It was for Happy Family, and it was a recurring character. I never remember the sitcom.
Who's in it?
It was like John Larroquette and
wow,
Christine Lebransky.
That's not was it name. 3? Yeah, but was that 3 camera or single?
It was 3 camera. So I go in, and my reading is I read like a 3rd grader. Just that's what I do. And so I get there, and they're like, "Oh, we got some new lines for you." And it was the network read through. Okay, and it was like 4 auditions. It was a lot to get this part.
Sure, right.
But I would memorize it. So now they plot me down with 8 new lines, and I'm a dyslexic maniac. So I stammered through this.
Are you a dyslexic, really?
Yeah, and I've never like been actually tested, so I may not be. I mean, some other problem. But whatever it is, I have to read a line a bunch of times. I don't just read a line and move on.
Right.
We're gonna get bunker down and figure out what that word is, and then we'll go to the next. It's a long, boring thing. So I stammered through the whole thing, and then they fired me.
They did?
They fired. Yeah, right after they were like,
wait, you got in your car and they fired you?
They actually I left and I knew I was fired.
Oh my god!
And then the next day I walked and then they stopped me from coming in.
That's your worst.
Yeah. Another like funny thing, because it was like the cast director stopped me.
Yeah.
She was like waiting for me, and she said something really funny. She goes, "Well, at least you're going to Iraq next week." I was going to Iraq.
Yeah, to do shows, the USO shows.
Yeah, but that wasn't a good thing. I don't want to go to Iraq. I get to look forward to going to Iraq and not being on a TV show.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, let
me say something because
it took me down. Like I haven't booked anything since then.
How long ago was that?
2003.
Wow.
I mean, I've booked sketch shows,
right?
But not any. I've never booked like a sick. That's why I don't go out. Probably.
It's so fucking crazy because it's like, I've been watching you for years on stage.
Yeah.
And I know how other people talk about you. I really do. People just think you're A-list. You really are, and you're a regular at all the clubs. Everyone knows you. And it baffles my mind that's what's happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is important to me, and I appreciate that, and that makes me feel like that I don't feel unlucky or like poor me that I didn't get any big shows. I feel like
I honestly, let me be honest with you, and this is because sometimes I lie. That's why I have to keep saying that I'm not being honest.
Yeah.
Because like 90%, no, I really do. 90% of the things I say is a lie. Yeah. So when I'm saying something honest, I'm really trying to be like with no filter.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that.
Is that I think your day is coming.
Yeah.
I do. I believe 100% believe that.
What and can you paint the picture of what's coming for me?
Well, this is what I believe that what's
just
gonna.
So I'm ready for it.
Because okay, it's all right.
3, 2.
But I know. But can I just say this too? Is that I say that a lot as well. Huh? Mm-hmm. Can I say this? Because people say that on comments. They go, why does he keep saying that?
What's your thing?
Can I just say something? Yeah. So I'm going to cut that out.
Don't.
No.
Oh, can I just say something then? This is how it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Because already now, all we needed to see, really, people to see is just on your Instagram, just the diverse impression of Trump, your Melania, and then to see... what's her name? The girl, the transy, Caitlyn Jenner.
Did you call her a transy?
The transy, yeah, the transy, and just there's polar opposites. Mm-hmm. These impressions, right? Mm-hmm. So you can and they're dead on, I believe, and so that in itself is like, oh my god, this guy, has range in that way, and also, if that's going to elevate you. In terms of stand-up as well, it's going to draw people. Yeah, if you do a podcast, it's going to draw more people in. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, the reason why I think I'm doing okay right now is because when I met her on Tinder, and I literally had nothing.
Not as good as Arrow Bear, but
yeah, it's not Arrow Bear. But I had nothing in my career.
Yeah.
I did 8 years of Mad. I met one other sitcom that I was on, but other than that, really no auditions. And I always compare myself to other Asians, You know, so I go, oh, Ken's killing it, Randall Park's killing it. I can't even get, you know,
I did
all
that with
that.
Whites.
Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
George Clooney.
Huge list. All these white people are doing well.
Yeah. So, and I met her, and I went, you know, this is going to be my path here. Just being a real guy, you know, I want a relationship. I want to fall in love. I want to, who knows if a family is down the road, but chasing this fucking bullshit, it doesn't really mean anything. I know it seems like it does because of the state that we're in, the society where social media is so like entangled into everyone's affairs, and you get to see a false glimpse into somebody's life, a fake. Talk about fake news. You know,
it's a sterile. It's
right.
Very specific moment.
So when you let it go, and I just let it go, and I go, it's over. It's fine.
Yeah.
I still do stand up on the road. I'm still making not as much a living, you know, and I really love Kalila. So, but she slowly.
That was a puppy.
What? What's a puppy? Yeah, she slowly got me back in the game, and it was, I think, all her. And this podcast has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Her going, because of this podcast, and because Judd Apatow is hanging at the store. He just keeps running into me because we get the time kind of close time slots. So when I got the audition for Love and I read okay, he just gave it to me.
Yeah.
Right. And then because I met this guy Dean, he was a director at Love. He also produced. He left the show to do the sitcom I'm doing now. And when he goes, what about Bobby for this thing?
Yeah.
They're like, and then he's great on Love.
Yeah.
They go, will he read? And he goes, he won't read.
Yeah.
They just gave it to me. So my point is that it's all connected in that way. So I honestly feel like this is the beginning for you.